How is he?
I'm afraid it cannot be long now, Miss Gustav. Your grandfather is getting weaker all the time. I think we should call the doctor.
Maria.
Yes. The doctor will be here right away. Please, may I go in now? I'd rather you didn't until the doctor comes. Hello, Doctor.
Good afternoon, Miss Gustav.
Please, go in.
Thank you. Well?
Nothing. No sign of any sort of chart. He must have kept the details in his head.
Gustav. Gustav, can you hear me? It's too late. He's dead. I'm sorry, Miss Gustav.
Please, may I see him?
Yes, yes, of course. You think he could have told her where it is?
Oh, it is possible. Since her parents died, she and the old man were very close. We should keep an eye on her. Grandfather?
Before the war, the cathedral was known throughout Europe for the magnificence of its stained glass windows.
However, you observe now there are several of plain glass.
What happened to them?
Well, as a precaution against bomb damage, they were taken down in 1939. Thousands of pieces of glass, dismantled and packed in 15 waterproof cases.
Where were the cases stored?
In the safest possible place, under the sea. Each location was carefully charted, but somehow or other, at the end of the war, when they came to check the number of the charts, 3 of them were missing.
Why are we interested?
Oh, diplomacy. Well, public relations, really. You see, there's a rather important personage visiting Belgium next month. The government thought that a highlight of the tour might well be...
the presentation by this rather important personage of the newly recovered windows.
Exactly.
Which leaves us only with the problem of recovering them.
Ah, but I have a meeting arranged this morning with a courier who'll sell me the missing charts. Her Majesty's government has agreed to put up £30,000. Now, Miss Gustave, let us get straight down to business. Your grandfather gave you some charts before he died.
Perhaps. Well, if he did, how much would you be prepared to offer for them?
But surely that's already agreed, and a very handsome price, £30,000.
But I've had another offer since then, Mr. Parmenter. One of $100,000.
This is highly irregular.
Can you make a better offer?
Well, I shall have to have time to consult my government.
Okay. I will telephone you this afternoon at your hotel, Mr. Parmenter. Goodbye.
Taxi! The red car. Follow it, please.
Excuse me, miss.
No, let me go!
Where does that alley come out?
It leads straight through to the old goods yard, sir. But I can get you there a quicker way.
Splendid. Cut her off! Come along, my dear. This way, quickly. Otto! Who are those men?
They know about the charts, and one of them is the doctor who attended my grandfather.
And the other one? Out of my way, please. Now, you force me to resort to violence. Oh, yes, there were 4 or 5 of them. Terrible-looking villains. Or perhaps it was 6.
You really should call London for help.
No, Miss Marsh, definitely not. No, I can manage this myself. We're not finished yet. I have another lead.
As a professional yourself, Mr. Parmenter, I should have thought you would prefer to deal with professionals.
Now, I've made my offer, and I stick by it. £30,000.
But you know, Miss Gustave has already secured an offer of $100,000. Unless you're prepared to go higher, I'm sorry.
What? $100,000? Now, can't you just imagine the sort of men behind an offer like that? Unscrupulous villains ready to break down a precious collection of centuries-old stained glass for sale to private collections. I mean, imagine the plain greed, the sheer unvarnished acquisitiveness of such people. Monstrous. $100,000. You mark my words, there's something big behind this. Now, Taylor, I made the point to Miss Marsh this morning that I'm in no need of any sort of help from the department.
Oh, I wasn't really offering help, sir. I simply escorted Sir Richard over. But since I'm here...
Yeah, very well, very well. Now, Sir Richard, the Prime Minister is aware that we have to beat a price of 100,000 American dollars.
The PM's aware, Parmenter, that you assured him the price wouldn't exceed £30,000.
Ah, yes, but a new element has come into the situation. A villain with a very deep purse, I'm afraid.
Then the PM will be very disappointed, Parmenter.
You mean he won't pay the extra? Was there no message from him at all?
Oh, yes, Mr. Parmenter. That was the message he asked me to deliver.
Well, we're not finished yet. You can tell the Prime Minister from me that we're not finished yet. Sir.
I'm flying back tomorrow morning. If there should be any developments, you may reach me at the embassy.
Now, we must consider our next step very carefully.
You said something about a lead, sir.
Did I? Ah, yes, an old seaman, captain who works the dredger in the harbor.
How can he help?
Oh, he was a lifelong friend of André Gustave. They served at sea together, spent their lives together, went drinking together. I mean, it's inconceivable that he doesn't know something about those charts.
Worth a try. Would you like me to go and see him?
No, fear nothing, Taylor. I can handle this myself.
I just thought that if the guy who mugged you was around, I might come in useful.
Not at all. Last time, I was attacked without warning. Next time, things will be very different.
Hi.
Taylor, what are you doing here?
I thought maybe I could help, after all. Did you find your man?
Yes, I did. In one of those buckets.
You mean he was shot with a telescopic rifle while he was standing somewhere up here, huh?
Oh, come now, Taylor. You can do better than that, surely.
No.
Observe. The wind is blowing off the land.
So?
Now, as a former pipe smoker myself, I can tell you that pipes are very difficult to light in a stiff breeze. Therefore, he turned his back to the wind and was actually lighting his pipe when the shot hit him. You see, slightly charred on top.
Where does that get us?
Oh, quite a way, I think. We now know where he was standing and which way he was facing.
You mean he was shot from one of the buildings on the wharf?
Exactly.
Very impressive.
Elementary, my dear Taylor. I used to read a lot of Sherlock Holmes when I was a boy. Shall we take a look? it's Maria Gustave. Good heavens. Can you manage? You poor thing. Are you all right? Oh, of course. There. Oh, what a frightful thing. Are you sure you're all right? Now, Maria, I know you've been through a terrible experience, but I do want you to tell us if you know who they are. What? No.
Please, I'll look after him. Your friend, he needs help.
Oh, poor fellow. Well, now, we must call the police because they're expecting us. Maria! Maria? Oh, dear, oh, dear.
You mean this girl is simply untraceable?
Yes, I'm afraid so, Sir Richard.
Despite the fact that she's telephoned and repeated her demand for a bid over $100,000.
Well, in a city the size of Antwerp.
I'm sure the Prime Minister will understand.
And there's absolutely no chance of his putting up the extra £10,000?
Absolutely no chance. Good day, Parmenter.
Good day.
Königstrasse. This is it.
She is playing for time. You can see it.
She's packing a case, Werner. Relax.
Where are you taking me?
A little place in the country. You'll love it.
Fräulein Doran?
Yes?
Yes. My name is Parmenter, a friend of your father's. I wonder if we might have a brief word with you.
Well, I'm very busy at the moment. I have to go out, and I'm late already. Could you call tomorrow morning?
Well, this is rather urgent.
No, well, I'm sorry, but I just can't see anyone just now.
Better leave it, sir. We'll call later.
If you don't mind, Ted. I'm awfully sorry, but I'm afraid we must insist. Oh, I say. Oh.
I tried to stop him, Mr. Parmenter.
Yes, my dear, indeed you did.
Get over there by the wall.
Aren't you a little young to play with guns?
Who is it?
The package for Fräulein Doran.
Now, look here. Oh.
He's out.
So's he.
Oh, splendid. I do apologize for the small unpleasantness, Fräulein Doran.
Oh, thank you. Did my father really send you?
Well, in a roundabout sort of way. Now, if you would be so kind, I do think we ought to decamp before we get any more visitors.
Still think we should take her to the consulate.
No, unless the girl's on some official business. And that we don't know, we can't very well lean on the diplomatic corps. What we need to know is why. I mean, what has she got? Oh, good morning, my dear.
Morning.
Hello.
We have to find out why they tried to kidnap Karen. I mean, we could get mixed up in anything. Anything at all.
Well, my father would never be involved with anything illegal.
Oh, no, I didn't mean that. I do beg your pardon. You've no idea at all?
No.
Ah, well, now, we shall have to just think it out. Pure logic.
You said your father was doing some work in Australia. Do you know what it was?
No. He's a mineralogist.
I mean, he makes field trips for mining companies, things like that?
Sometimes.
There's the motive.
They'll be after the report. But why here?
Well, he often sends papers back, but there's been nothing on this trip.
Not yet.
I've got an idea. Now, I don't know if you're aware of the fact, but Miss Doran's father is a mineralogist. Now, just suppose that he were carrying out a preliminary mining survey. After all, the whole country's full of gold, silver, uranium. Now, in the wrong hands, his report could be worth a fortune. Where are you going?
We thought we'd just go round to Karen's apartment.
You want?
To see if the report came in the mail this morning.
Ah, oh, yes, exactly. I wonder how they knew that.
It was them, all right. What do we do? Follow? No. The girl is more important.
Would you like some cream?
Thank you.
Yeah, is that about... Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear.
We got it, sir. Air Express from Sydney. A complete breakdown of a new uranium find.
Well, aren't you pleased?
Oh, yes, of course, it's very good news.
Where's Karen?
That is the bad news.
How?
Untie me and I'll tell you.
Oh, no.
Our sinister friends may use Karen to make us hand over the report.
Well, that figures.
They're bound to.
We've got to find her first, and fast.
It's not going to be easy.
Wuppertal's a pretty big haystack.
Taylor, please. We don't need proverbs. We need action. Thank you.
So why not let them contact us? They'll have to sooner or later.
Oh, Miss Marsh, really, that sort of attitude is not Oh, yes. You may be right.
Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's a deal.
Taylor, who was that?
Our friends. Yeah, I can't figure out why they... Come on, it can't be that.
Gavin, if you don't tell us what it's all about, I'm going to hit you.
With full departmental approval.
All right. The rendezvous is at 5 o'clock at the South Veldheim monorail station. We give them the report, they give us Karen.
Monorail? That's marvelous. All we have to do is to call the police again and round them up.
I'm afraid, sir, it's not quite that simple.
Oh, no, I suppose it wouldn't be.
They board the train at another station, only when they're certain you're alone.
Ah. Tricky.
Yeah, and it gets trickier. Karen will be in another carriage, and if the report isn't genuine...
Well, I suppose they've won.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. course, there is a way, but it's dangerous, very dangerous. I shall need one volunteer.
I hope the company you're working for can afford this.
You don't have to get clever. Just get out at the next station.
With Karen?
If you do as you're told.
No time, come on. Follow that train! Come along now. You'll have to go faster, Miss Marsh.
Well, what is happening?
Well, somehow or other, we've got to get to the next station before that train does.
To get the report back?
That and a great deal more. If I'm right, the man who's behind all this will be waiting there for them. And Taylor may need some help.
He needs some help now.
Life's just full of surprises. Hey, Riker! Hi.
Cool it.
You have nothing on me.
My dear fella, I'm not given to making wagers or even to quoting the odds. Would you care to name a figure?
Was haben Sie gesagt? He said, you want to bet?
Robbing a cemetery is blasphemy. They say it carries a curse, Mr. Farley.
Why then?
Don't move!
You're getting big ideas, aren't you, Wyvern?
If you work hard, you get on in this world. You should know that, Mr. Farley. Or should I call you Sergeant? Dreadful things done. Solve nothing. Create only pain, violence, and death.
You might as well bury it, Wyvern. You'll never sell it.
There's always a market for gold.
Not in Britain. There's a law against it.
Who said anything about selling it here?
Don't be a fool. You'll never get it out the country. I'll have the lot of you by morning.
I'm afraid not, Sergeant. You may have crept into the crypt, but I very much doubt you will be creeping out again.
Wyvern! Wyvern! You'll never get away with this! Open this door!
The Prime Minister is aware. I've got to stop a fortune in gold bullion getting out of the country.
I'll give you a lead. That's all I can do. Try Varga's Wharf, below Waterloo Bridge.
Vargo's Wharf. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, Vargo's Wharf.
Sir?
Oh, I say. You look terrible.
Yes, sir.
Well, look here. You'd better run along and get cleaned up and have some rest, what?
What about this case, sir?
Oh, that'll be all right. Just you leave that to me.
Who's on the duty roster today?
Diane Marsh and Gavin Taylor, sir.
Ah, well, then perhaps you'd ask them to come over and report to me, would you?
Yes, sir.
Jolly good. Vargo's Wharf.
This is it. Bargo's Wharf.
Then that must be the barge.
Do you want me to search it?
Oh, no. Miss Marsh and I will do that. You just cover us both.
Standing orders specifically state, sir, Section 4, Paragraph B, all key personnel engaged on field operations must not expose themselves to unnecessary risks. And besides, if there's someone still on board, I speak German.
Do standing orders really say that?
Word for word.
Must look at them sometime. What do they think they're doing? Miss Marsh is still on board.
Shall we take them?
I think they'd be rather more likely to take us.
We gotta get her off the barge before it sails.
Now, we have no knowledge or proof that they are ferrying the gold across. If they're not, we simply make ourselves look stupid and alert the real villains. If, on the other hand, they are the people we're after, then we're likely to finish up in the hole with Miss Marsh, and that will achieve nothing. It's all rather difficult.
What are we gonna do, sir?
That's the difficult part.
Hijack the barge.
Now, my dear Taylor, we are representatives for Her Majesty's government. We do not hijack anything.
Well, I hope Diane appreciates that point. They've just hijacked her.
Ah, yes, this is it. This is Meisner's place.
Then let's surprise him.
Now, I shall do all the talking, Taylor, you understand? Just leave everything to me. Mr. Meisner?
Yes?
Ah, good morning. I wonder if you could give me some advice.
There is no work.
No, quite. But actually, I'm not looking for work, just a barge.
There is no work on the barges.
No, I don't think you quite understand. I'm not looking for work.
Then what are you doing here?
I was told that you might be able to help me locate a barge which left Vargo's Wharf in London 2 days ago.
I've no idea what you are talking about.
Well, it was just a request for information, really.
Are you the police?
Oh, perish the thought.
Then you heard what I said. Get out of here.
Steady, Taylor.
You're not very polite, Mr. Meisner.
Now, Taylor.
And you don't hear very well either.
I know nothing.
I'll give you 5 seconds to change your mind. All right, all right. The name of the barge?
The Slovern Castle.
And when is it due in?
I'll have to check.
Then check it, Mr. Meisner, check it.
Really, Taylor, all that was quite unnecessary. I could manage perfectly well myself.
Sir, I was just trying to help.
Please.
Here it is.
And when does the Slovern Castle arrive?
It already has. An hour ago. That's odd.
Taylor, please. Show some respect.
Los, mach schnell!
Now, Taylor, let's search that barge. Ah, Miss Marsh. Are you all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Where have you been?
Hiding.
Did you find the gold?
Yes, I did.
Oh, splendid. Absolutely splendid.
Where is it?
You just saw it being loaded onto that hearse. There they are, just turning off.
Taylor, what are you doing?
I'm going to try and catch him.
We have no jurisdiction here without the local police.
Can't we worry about politics after we got the gold?
Take the next left turn. We're being followed. Lose them.
They're on to us.
Yes, I'm afraid they are.
Why on earth would they come into a cemetery?
Because there isn't a better place to lose a hearse.
Huh?
Look. 1, 2. And I can't tell which one's which.
Oh dear.
My dear fellow, I hardly think that's the right sort of attitude. We've got problems enough here as it is. I do think the least you might do is to offer a constructive idea or two.
Düsseldorf.
Düsseldorf? But Düsseldorf is in Germany.
It also has a flourishing black market for gold. If they got as far as Antwerp, the chances are they'll take it the whole way.
Oh, I've never been to Düsseldorf. Madame, s'il vous plaît. I suppose you don't know where in Düsseldorf, do you?
Well, if the Patterson case was anything to go by, I'd say it's best you try the old town. It has a tower.
Well, we could always storm the place.
Now, Taylor, there's no need for violence. In any case, we have no guarantee the gold is anywhere near here.
Would you like to make a wager, sir?
I do.
I'd say the men getting out of that car are suspiciously like the ones we saw at the docks.
Ah. Well, we do have some grounds for suspicion, but no proof.
Shall we go and take a look?
Yeah, Taylor, if you don't mind, I shall formulate our strategy. Yes. We shall go and take a look. But discreetly. Very discreetly.
Please, Taylor, must you do that? They're up there.
4 of them.
No. The gang, the coffin, and the gold.
Great. Let's get them.
Taylor, I don't know how you survive. I really don't. Your entire approach seems to be confined to attacking people.
What do you suggest?
That we walk to the nearest telephone and call the local constabulary.
Buy the book.
Precisely.
Is someone coming?
It's a little cold, you know.
Yes. This way, Your Honor. Excellent. Excellent. When do you plan to move it?
It will be dark soon. My men will come then.
Good.
It's Wyvern.
There's 6 of them. Perhaps one of us could get out.
If we want the gold, we gotta take them now.
No.
Look, there may be more if we wait longer.
Taylor, please. I will not condone violence. Is that clear? Good afternoon.
Get him!
Do you think you could possibly... Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I do beg your pardon.
Well done, sir. You put up a good show.
Good show? Oh, excuse me. How can you possibly say that? It was perfectly disgraceful behavior. What on earth can I possibly say in my report?